Hey everybody, I just woke up from my first trilingual dream. Uh, I was in China, I think, and I had just gotten back to China for some reason. And I was going back to my Chinese class, and the teacher in my Chinese class, I just now remembered, somehow I was involved with her. We were having a thing. Anyway, in the class, there was a substitute teacher for that class for some reason. By the way, I shaved my beard. Anyway, there was a substitute teacher in that class. And for some reason, we were learning Japanese. So we had Japanese texts. And I was speaking some Chinese, but then the teacher was reading the Japanese to us. And she was only just reading the Japanese because for some reason, even though this was a Chinese class, the substitute teacher who was Chinese was reading Japanese to us. But then I wanted to at least read. I said, "Can we at least read the Japanese out loud?" And she said, "No." But when I made this request to her, I did it all in Korean. So I've never had this before. Like I've had mixed dreams before with English and Japanese or English and Korean. And I've even had some, I believe I've even had some Korean and Japanese, but I've never had Korean, Japanese, Chinese, and English mixed because there was points where I was speaking English, but the most passionate part of the dream where I was talking was in Korean. I was just Korean, and then my friend Caleb, who used to be in my Chinese class in Las Vegas, was was there too, and we spoke in English at one point. I was like, "Hey, look, Caleb, what's up?" And then it was weird. There was a second part of the dream, but it's faded. There was another part of the dream where I was outside, and it still just continued. It was, hey guys, I see you guys popping in, but yeah, it was really cool. It was the first time that that's ever happened, and I'm not sure why. I mean, obviously, I'm here in Orlando with my wife, and we're going to Disneyland. Obviously, um, I'm my daughter's here at a cheer competition, and I've been working on the Korean book heavily. The revisions, I've been really working hard on it. I am still reading this book, right? But then when I wake up in the morning, I tend to speak Chinese on Hello Talk to my Chinese friends, and I think that that's what's probably spurred it. And then my Korean friend who lost her job a while back, I've been like passionately telling her because advice is always do what I do. It's like, why don't you start a YouTube channel? She likes to draw. So just start a YouTube channel. If you don't want to show your face, you just show your drawings, But I don't know, all of that probably tempered with like the stress of walking so much all day long. By the way, I learned something about Disneyland. You got to go early in the morning. If you go super early, you can get on rides like immediately, and then if you stay late, you can get on the rides too. Just throw that in there. Um, let's see what you're saying here. I don't have my glasses. I bought that book, and my Japanese friend borrowed it from me straight away. Yes, this is actually a really good book. This is like a really fun book. I have another one that I'm going to read right after this called, I think it's called "ii shippai waru shippai," like good mistake, bad mistake, and that should be fun too. By the way, it's kind of rare that I do. Yeah, there's a part two. I saw it, and there's also a comic version of it where you can read it in comic form. But honestly, when I read this book, I'm done. Like I feel like this guy's main message, I understand. I don't need to learn anymore. I think he's milking it. I mean, God bless him because this is actually a really good book. And I actually used this. I've used what I learned in this book multiple times already to negotiate things, and it's worked really well. So I like it. Um, yeah, they don't ship to Europe from Amazon COJP. I don't know if that doesn't seem right. Anyway, yeah. So I'm trying to remember the other details. Yeah, that initial detail. I remember I was actually in bed with that Chinese teacher. That was weird. It was awesome, actually. God dang, I wish that part would have continued because it immediately dropped to me in class. Like it was in bed with this. She was amazing, and then all of a sudden I was in class. Um, but there was actually not a ton of Chinese. It was a very limited amount of Chinese because I guess it's because my Chinese is still limited. Um, my typing Chinese is really good, but my actual speaking Chinese is still bad. That's it. Yeah, I've been shaving the last few days. I'm not hating it. I mean, I hated it day one a lot. I really hated it. Getting used to it. I mean, I'm getting older, so it's like, ugh, there's no color in my face. I feel like not enough color in my face. All right, this has nothing to do with my dream, but I'm trying to remember other details. It's just like she handed me all these books, and they were all Japanese, like textbooks and workbooks. And then I had a locker, but my locker, which was my locker originally in the school for some reason. By the way, I've never been to a school in China, so this is all made up in my head. But yeah, there was nothing in my locker except for some picture that was all written in. It was all written in Korean. Now that I'm remembering it, it was something that I had written before, all written in Korean. Uh, anyway, first try quadringle dream was really fun. Let's see if I missed anything from you guys. When I dream about reading characters after I wake up, I realize the actual characters or members didn't make sense. Yeah, it's weird. Dreams make sense in the dream. I think that's the weird part about that, right? They make sense in the dream, but everything makes sense in the dream. Like it makes no sense that the teacher is only. And by the way, she wasn't going to let us read the Japanese. She was only going to read it to us. And everyone in the class was actually getting good at Japanese, which is kind of weird. Um, but we were in China, but actually there was no Chinese people in the class. The only Chinese person in the class in the dream was the teacher. I feel like I've seen this lady somewhere too before. I don't know where I saw her, but I can't remember who she's familiar to me somehow. Oh, oh, oh. No, there was this woman that I met to have tea from Hello Talk. What a nightmare. Wow, she was the teacher. I think she was the teacher. She was horrible. Horrible human being. I did not enjoy being with her. Immediately blocked her after that. We had coffee and I had to go. I was very busy. There's no way we were going to do anything else. Like no dinner. Oh, just like have coffee. She was like right away saying like we were really good friends. We were not really good friends. We just met. She was like so pretentious. They say faces in dreams are pulled from random faces you see through your life. This wasn't very random. Real scrub lord hours. I don't even know what that means, but I'm in Orlando right now. It's 8 in the morning. No, 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 no. Not that lady. The lady that I was with in the dream was the teacher that was not being subbed for. There was a much better looking teacher who, for some reason, probably because she was dating a student, wasn't in the class. That's my guess. I didn't have that backstory, but she was really pretty. I don't know who she is. I've never seen that person before. But the scrub, borrowing from your word scrub lords earlier, that lady, some lady that I met on Hello Talk, maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, for coffee. She was some. I don't know if it was her, but it felt like it was her. She was for some reason the Chinese teacher, only speaking Japanese to the class. How do you see messages that have went by? Oh, there we go. Is that a Minnie? Yes, this is a Minnie Mouse hat. I didn't like the Mickey Mouse hat. I liked the Minnie Mouse one. It's just everyone's been complimenting me on it. I liked it a lot. I actually bought the my daughter Mari wanted they have this new gay pride hat. I guess it's a gay pride hat, but it's got like Disney doing like it's got like the heart on it and it's like all rainbow. I was gonna wear that one, but I figured I'd save it. I bought one for every one of us. She like begged me to get it, and they only have so many every day. They were running out every day, so we got it really early. That's when I realized Disney's amazing in the morning because you can literally get on rides like within 5 minutes. Also late at night. Animal Kingdom's fantastic, by the way. Hello, you're the best Japanese teacher in the world. I doubt that. I have learned a lot from you. Thank you so much. By the way, nice hat. I just bought two French books because this is Polyglot George channel. But I just bought two French books because I found a good teacher on italki, and I figured why not? Why don't I try French? Because I talked about it before, and I bought the book that she recommended, and we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, um, I don't think I have anything else. Nothing really interesting to talk about. I got to get ready to go to the park. Arisa's here in another hotel. Arisa's my youngest daughter. She just had her last cheer competition. It's kind of sad. I was crying. That's it. Am I planning on learning French? Yeah, I had this kind of idea. Like, if I learn French, then it would make sense. My wife could go with me to France. I thought that'd be kind of cool. So I bought some French books, and even though I don't parlez-vous français, um, maybe I could. Arisa's not here, so shouting out to her doesn't do anything. She's actually in a whole other hotel with her team. She wants to go to the beach today. I'm like, no, honey, we're doing early Disney. We're gonna do early Disney again. Beach is like an hour and a half away. I don't feel like driving. All right, well that's it. Let's see. Gosh, you guys are typing. I heard that people have dreams to prepare you for those situations in real life, and maybe that was just a nightmare. I don't think that situation would ever happen. What happens to me with dreams is when my brain is stressed out or pushed in trying to learn things. Like normally I have dreams like that are very very intense after interpreting or classes when I was taking classes in Korea. I'll have these like really intense dreams. I think just the I've been working on the Korean book, been talking to my wife about business, I've been stressing out about the new website, I've been reading this book. There's a lot of like mental stimulation, and I think that's why I had that dream. I don't think it's anything more than that. I don't think it's uh, like a prediction of any future event because the situation was too stupid. Francais Palais yes. How's my Chinese coming? I have not done anything in the last month with Chinese except for talk to my Chinese friends. Ooh, I like that idea, Brad. Brad says the human equivalent of a defrag. So yeah, I haven't done any learning of new Chinese things in a month. I haven't learned anything new in Chinese in a month. I did watch I think three movies in Chinese, and I learned "gu li" from that movie. Basically, that's what I learned. If I remember correctly, that means like there was some sort of cheer chant that they were doing in the dream. I somehow remembered that, and there was other things like that I got while I was watching it. Just hearing Chinese used naturally was kind of nice, but I haven't done anything. I am planning on. This is what I'm planning on doing. I'm planning on also finding a Chinese teacher. I've been bookmarking them on italki and just going in with that. I've been doing Korean lessons, reading Goosebumps in Korean. That's been fantastic. I found a French teacher that I like that I'm going to try next week. And I'm going to find a Chinese teacher. And I'm like, why not just load up on the language stuff? I mean, it seems to be a skill I have. We'll see what it's like to like kind of push three or four languages at once. Uh, George, did you ever teach English as an ALT or AKI in Japan? Not officially. I did teach it, not as an ALT. Like I just got hired as like helper work at with my friend Mr. Bostischek. I worked in his school, and I don't remember how long I was there, and I used to go around with him. Actually, I have no idea how long I was working there, but I remember I had formed relationships with the students enough to where we were hanging out. So it must have been more than a month. Um, I don't know if I was just substituting or if I was hired officially. I don't remember. It was so long ago. But when I was with Mr. Bostischek, we went to the NHK Bunka Kaikon, the culture centers, and we went to Japanese schools, and I was like an assistant. I did that, and then when I moved to Shichinohe, near a college, the real estate lady there. If you watch me on, there's a recently you might see some streams where there's a big A Kaiwa Kyoshitsu sign in the back of me. If I shoot from my desk camera, that's the sign that used to be on her door that said we teach English here. So I would teach classes there, but it was all like really bad. I was not a good teacher, and I used to teach to children. I used to teach children, like all the parents got together and paid me a certain amount. It's okay that you spelled Eikaiwa wrong. I knew what you meant. There's blood on my ear. Sorry. When I shaved, I was shaving like my ear too because I get hair out of the ear, and I don't know if you can see it, but it's like from 2 days ago. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep the shaved look. I I don't think I'm a bad teacher now. I think back then when I was like in Japan when I was 18, 19, 20, 21, I was not like the greatest. Like I just repeated the same things over and over again. I didn't have theories. I didn't have ideas on how to teach English. I didn't have any logic. I was just really repeating and singing and watching The Simpsons with them. It was lame. I didn't deserve to get paid any money for that. I have some pictures of me and the little kids I was teaching at one point. You could see I'm like a baby too. I'm like 18. Is the black 7% gay shirt out yet? It's in my house in a big box. They're there. I have not opened it and I have not looked at them yet because they arrived the day that we left here. They're not out yet. Now, there was an amazing picture that someone took of the red one that Brad sent me. Brad sent me this amazing picture. Like some guy had done some really amazing poses with it. It's fantastic. It makes me want to buy the shirt again. I'm wearing the other shirt right now. This is the who did this shirt. This is the other. This one's available, and there's gonna be like 15 more designs probably immediately put up. I talked with Justin and we separated out which designs we wanted to release right away. Back from the old days on the Retro Tees shop. They're all fun stuff. He signed what? Oh, he signed the NDA. Good, so we can use his picture. That's sweet. Nice. Okay. Am I planning to go to the 2020 Tokyo Olympics? We should set up a zero group. No, I've never been a fan of the Olympics. Not going to be going to the Olympics. Pretty much don't care about the Olympics. Like I was in Korea during the Olympics last time and I don't care. How awesome is the stuff in Korea happening right now though? I hope that happens. I have a kind of a dream that I can go to North Korea. I really want to go to North Korea. My wife told me before I said I was going to go to the told her I was going to run in a marathon in North Korea, and she said I had to run the Boston Marathon first. Turns out that's really difficult, so that kind of dream died. But if Kim Jong Un keeps up his deal, maybe we can go to North Korea. I would totally go to North Korea. Well, I better go, guys, if I'm going to get to the park early enough to do anything awesome. So I'll see you guys next time. I can't believe there's 40 people here on the Polyglot George channel. Thank you for subscribing. See you guys later. Bye. 나중에 봐요.